Fear here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Flush to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That 2nd down play nets a -4. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Touchdown! Darren Waller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21. so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they can't bring him down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Check, lucky.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 23-yard run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Let's go! Let's go!
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.